Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So after my release of the revival of Wing Chun force flow, momentum and Shulin Tao sets, I got many messages and requests to talk about more into Wing Chun's, which I understand. So here I like to share with you more, and today I like to share with you 5 more concepts so you'll be able to implement in your Wing Chun. And I like to share with you on this. Okay, I think this is important. I am just one of the 4 million Wing Chuners. Okay? The reason I can share is because I spend my time to do research and find out what happened, so that I can share with everybody what is happening and what can be done. Okay, and so hopefully everybody upgrade their Wing Chun if it is applicable. Okay, and since I don't know everything, and I'm sure that somebody who's know more than me. Okay, and to share this information is not just about me, it is actually about you, because I'm just one of the 4 millions. Okay, and because we love Wing Chun, we want the art to stay on and continues to grow. So that is the bottom line. Okay, now what I'm going to talk about today, please refer to the my book, The Basic Wing Chun Art and Science, because that book is written as an analytical and the synthesized tools. Okay, that book is showing the basic, because there's a lot of things there, which is if I can do it with a video to share with you, I will, but there's so many details, and so it's better to make a book to like a textbook, so everybody have the basics, everybody see whatever it is there for the basic. Okay, and another thing is that Wing Chun have 3 levels, which is usually we don't talk about. The first level of training is like, for example, when we do the Shulin Tao sets, it's a solo sets. That's the first level. The second level is the techniques being carried to the experiment with the wooden dummy. Okay, the second level. And the third level is the level that one need to test it out or experiment out with a moving human. Okay, so what happened is that the second level, even though we have opposition here to test out our force, momentum and so forth, but that's still not real. We need to have a opponent, a partner, to test out what happened with the techniques when we deal with the real momentum in dynamic, because it is very different compared with just practices solo, practices with the dummy, which is not moving. Okay, and an opponent which is moving with momentum. Okay, so can the techniques be applied, or what need to be refined? These 3 levels is a must. One must not thinking just practice in a solo or some drill or some wooden dummy, one will be able to handle reality. No, it cannot be done that way. It has to be under a test and train under a moving momentum. Okay, so only moving momentum type of the level is the reality. Okay, because the bottom line of a combat, a martial art, is momentum. Okay. So another thing I like to share with you guys is Wing Chun is a Buddhist art. We like it or not. It is developed by the Buddhists. Okay, and be it in Shaolin or in Ermei, whatever you want to believe, is a different story. Because if it is, as soon as this is Buddhist art, it promote the practice of precepts. It's not religion. Precept is not religions. Okay. The mindfulness of the Buddhism is not religions, and it's not we don't want to carry into the spiritual, all those stuff too. It is about the quality and the class of the person who practice that art. Okay, that's why in Buddhist art it say that this art is for strengthen the body and self-defense. It doesn't tell you about fighting. Okay, and in order to be a person who is responsible for the society in a positive and constructive manner, one need to have a quality and class in one's character, and that's where the Buddhist precepts, the mindfulness, all this come in. It is not about spiritual. Okay, so let's make clear of that. And saying that, of course, this is a totally opposite from what we have seen from the Hong Kong movie, Hong Kong martial art movie, where vengeance, who is the best fighter, all those aggressions is presented. While speaking about the best fighter, and speaking of who can stand for righteousness, as soon as one using one's martial art to bully others, disregard it is righteous or not righteous, or proper, not proper, but bully is a bully, and Buddhists do not want that. That's why Buddhists have this precepts of not killing and not hurting others, because it doesn't matter whether I'm right or I'm wrong. If I'm using that to bully other people, that's improper. Okay, so that influence the quality and the class of a person. Okay, so in the Buddhist or ancient Chinese culture, the class and the quality of a person is about modak, the virtue of the martial arts. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to share with you the following 5 concepts, and this is something which is possible. Which is something everybody can achieve it, can have it. You don't have to guess for 1 million years. You don't have to practice or searching for 1 lifetime. You can get it in weeks or months or the latest years once you know this thing. Okay, and this is something possible. This is not something mission impossible. So what is mission impossible? Mission impossible is like speculating, or I have to train some Bai Fat Xiu Lim Tao for 1 hour. Okay, because somebody did that. Okay, that's called mission impossible. It doesn't fit the reality. It cannot produce result for the reality, in the reality. Okay, it violating human nature, human body nature, yellow and blue classics, physics, biomechanics, so forth. So why is one going to do those mission impossible and thinking that they're going to voila turn into some best fighter some days? So there's a concept usually what the Hong Kong movie present is that if you do this for 10,000 times or whatever, even though it is a mission impossible, we don't care, or you will turn into some superhero in the movie. Okay, this is wasting time, wasting life, and provide a very bad influence of violence to the society. I have never seen the best fighter with my 40 years of study in Chinese history or martial arts or Chinese history. Never. And we cannot just sit in the movie theater and thinking, oh yeah, if I practice Wing Chun, I turn into a superhero. Are you serious? Okay. So okay, let's begin with this. Usually people like to tell me this. Oh, if you show this move, I will know what it is. And then they will say, oh yeah, I have that too. I understand, I have that too. This is a dead trap. Wing Chun, with its core in Xiulimtao, is a detailed art. Unless one knows the 6 core element, the 13 state, the 3 system key, one really do not be able to know what it is by just looking at it. Okay, one need to know the substance within it. Okay, so Wing Chun again is not a white crane from Fujian. Wing Chun is not Mei Zhuang. Wing Chun is not Wing Chun, W-E-N-G, Wing Chun, which is a different sister art in the Red Book. Wing Chun is not that. Okay, Wing Chun is Wing Chun based on Xiulimtao, and this is what I like to show you. The first thing, we all know about Tan Sao, right? Tan Sao. However, is it Tan Sao which is a release? Fang, okay? If you watch my video on the revival of Xiulimtao, said the concept of Fang, release, Tan Sao. Or it is about open, okay? Which is a different thing. Release is the force flow going outward like this. Open is like expand, upward, like a balloon. Okay, as we speak on the other YouTube. So at this contact, am I doing a Tan Sao type of release, or I am doing a expand? Well, at this contact, I have to make the decision on how to handle the incoming. Okay, now this is incoming wooden dummy. But what if this is a opponent which is have a dynamic momentum? Okay, so how can one see this hand? It look like this. It's either Tan Sao, or it's an open hand, or it's a release. Well, it looks Tan Sao, but what is it? Okay, so from this we want to understand, it is at this contact the decision is made what to execute, and one need to know it is a release or it is a opening. Okay, let's carry even one level deeper. Say I'm using opening, expand, going up and going forward, upward and forward. If that guy is the momentum too deep to me, I cannot handle this. This power cannot be handled. So what I'm doing, I torque. So instead of just go this way, okay, expand with a torque. So the whole thing's lifted. Okay, instead of just expand with a torque. So whatever come in, lifted. Okay, This is what usually people call uproot. Okay? So instead of just expand and strike him, it actually lifted the whole uproot the whole person or the whole object or whole the momentum and strike him. Okay? Now, that cannot be said, oh, this is a Tan Sao, that's it. No, it is something within the Tan Sao. Is this a release or it is an open? And even if this is open, it is just a outward expansion, or it is a outward torque that make a difference there. So if the engine cannot support that, cannot do anything. And one must not thinking, oh, Tan Sao, that's all. No, Wing Chun is much more deeper than that. This is Xiu Ling Tao. I don't create it. This is Xiu Ling Tao. Okay? The second thing similarly. Okay? This hand. Well, it is Wu Sao, which is I'm tracking, okay, and accepting the force, or it is a close down, where it's a sinking and it is a downward contracting, okay, which is for the close. So it is a Wu Sao for tracking, for accepting, or actually it is a close, okay, because it's open and close, which is inward, downward, okay, type of stuff of issuing power. Again, it'll look like what? It's just like this. It's look like Wu Sao, or look like, yeah, you can call it a Wu Sao, Pak Sao, Kam Sao, whatever. Okay, the term. That's why I avoid the term here, because the terminology today is really confusing. Now the things that, am I tracking? Okay, am I tracking, guarding, accepting, or I am closing, which is I am issuing force outward, and it is sinking and contracting. So what is that? If we don't know what is that, it is a collecting, okay, since Wu Sao is collecting, or it is closing. Just look at this hand, we have no idea what it is, right? And the change is there at the contact. The change, you can switch between collect or the closing. Same with this. I can switch between the release and opening, and even in opening I can switch between the plain opening or the torque type, which is because I need to torque to uproot him based on the condition. Okay, to take away his structure, uproot him. Okay. Okay, so this is the second type. The third is the Bong Sao. Okay. So again, it is a direct hit with the body, with the limb, or it is a torque. Well, it looks Bong, but what is it inside there? Okay. Now, the force I like to share with you is, for example, the movie from Wong Kar-wai, the Grandmaster. He said Wing Chun only Tan Bong Fo. Are you serious? Wing Chun is just Tan Bong Fo? No, there's another hand which is missing, which is called K. Okay, K. Bong. Okay, is for protecting this part. K is protecting the chest. Okay. So you have Bong, you have K. You don't use the Bong to protecting your chest here. You use this one. This one, K, so you can have the link between your limbs and your core trunk, and you can have the torque. Okay. So Tan Bong Fo to cover all Wing Chun, it doesn't work. Okay. You have to have K. K is for the chest. And similarly, the K is that I'm going to slam this way, or it is a torque. It is a torque. Okay, look at my body. Is I'm going to slam this way, accelerate, okay? Or it is a torque. You need to know that. It's not just, oh yeah, this is K. Even if you know this K, you're doing this. What is the purpose of that? It's not protecting your chest. It's the torque. Same thing here. Now if I do this, they get in trouble of opening this place up and then disconnect this thing. So see, it is not as easy like, oh, I see that, I have it too, I know it too. Something in depth there. Okay? Cannot just mimic Chinese ballet and thinking we know it all. Well, I have to learn from different people, from different lineages. Because for me, there's no lineage. It's only common denominator. Do we know the common denominator so that we be able to analyze and synthesize? That's the bottom line. Make it like engineering. Don't make it like something like I call it Mission Impossible, like in the movie. Suddenly somebody fly. Okay, there's no such thing in this real world. Okay, so here on, I hope everybody understand. Bong, Tan Bong Fo is not complete. You need to have the K. Otherwise, you don't protect this. Okay. So that's 4. The 5th is this. If this force is pushing my chest, am I bracing it, or I am taking the force down, the force flow down? I can take it direct, or I can take it with torque. Okay? So it is not just a demo. One need to know what is in depth there, and this not just not a show business. And if this is a moving object with a momentum, then this change have to be really, really precise. It's no joke, okay? Because there's a lot of power, a lot of momentum, force there. Okay, we need to know what we are doing there instead of just, oh yeah, this is for demo and this is this way. I can know this trick too. No, it is the play of the force flow. And within this, let me bring you in what is a component. The first, my mind has to settle in the settled state. At least the first state of the mind element. I get the settled state, that is the mind power, and then I have to have the full body breathing. Okay, have a settled state and a full body breathing. Only that way my body is not tense out. My 7 balls then has to be able to build up the force flow path. So the force flow come in, can doing what? Kam yang locking, sinking yang, this clamping yang, sinking the force flow, as we talk about on the force flow video. Okay, going down. And my feet ball has to be able to couple properly, so I can have a good frictions. I can couple the force downward. So from the mind settle, full body breathing, the 7 ball is all intact and smoothly form the force flow path and the coupling down to the ground. It has to be like that. No gimmick. It's no anything magic. Okay, there's nothing mysterious about this thing. And again, in the real life, can I always do that? In the what do you call that? In the demonstrations, if I got somebody who I know or something have a single directions, or you push, I can do this and show this. In the real life, or when the momentum keeping changing, can I do that? Sometimes you might not even be. You might want to step away. Okay. But I want to show you today about this thing, about taking the force down. It's nothing big deal. Mind calm down, settle down, breathing full body, so it makes sure that it doesn't block we don't block ourselves mentally or in terms of breathing. And the 7 bowl is aligned for the force flow path, and then you can coupling. If we tense or we try to resist, it's stuck there, the force come there, okay, and we cannot dissipate it, we are out. If the breathing is stuck, then the body will tense up, we are out also, okay. If the feet bow, all this bow, you clamping the knee and all this kind of thing, you're out. If the feet bow is never trained and we keeping argue about using the ball of the feet or the heel of the feet, how is that supposed to have a friction coupling the force down to the ground? This physics, okay? So let's place put this in place in our Wing Chun. It's not mine. It's ancestor doing that way. It's very scientific. Why do you want to follow some movie or somebody is talking which is partial and guessing and try to do some weird thing which is I call it Mission Impossible? Are we going to play Mission Impossible so that everybody look as handsome as Tom Cruise? Okay, just let it be possible. Okay, you can gain this skill in weeks or months, or the most 1 year. Why is we need to wait for a whole lifetime? And as the Chinese say, we solve our problem in the dream. Okay, we solve the problem in the real life, in the dream. Well, if you do that, you only have dreaming. Continue, there's a dreaming that never come true. Why do you want to train Wing Chun that way? Okay. Movie is not the solution. And finally, I want to show you one thing. Okay, since we have go through the concept of the Tan Sao, the Tan Sao, using the Tan Sao as example, using the Wu Sao example, and then the Bong Sao, the Kei Zhang, and then the taking the force of the body, the 5 we show you there. The last one I want to show you, Wing Chun is not this in the real fight. Forget about it. People take this off. Okay? You open up yourself for trouble. Wing Chun, you see in different lineage, the older lineage is this. Okay? It's like the salutation. Okay? This is covering the whole body and it's close to the body. It's not this, it's this. So let's differentiate between Mission Impossible movie and reality that we live as a normal human being, normal, ordinary person, not try to be a super fighter, best fighter, okay, but just normal human, like the ancestor want us to be, a human with quality and class, which we do good. Okay, so this is for you today.